Welcome back for another week of Royal of the Week. Thank you for tuning in. Glad y'all can be here with us. We're going to jump right into it. As always, we got freshman 9th grade Royal of the Week nominees who are Amanpreet, Carolina, and Yvonne. So, drum roll. Our winner is Amanpreet. Woo! So, boy, I got time for you. Amanpreet, congratulations on doing Royal of the Week for the 9th grade. I'm going to pass it on to Mr. Castro for you.
What's up, Amanpreet? I want to shout you out for being Royal of the Week this week. I know you've been working really hard this whole year, and it's shown since you became Royal of the Week this week, especially during this time, during this critical time that we're learning through online and just doing a lot of work online that we're not used to. Just want to shout you out. Congratulations, and keep doing what you're doing and keep it up, man. I want you to strive for the best that you could be, and keep working hard. Pass it on to Chavez.
What's up? What's up? All right. So the reason why I nominated you for Royal of the Week this week is because of the consistency that you've shown all year. Notice how I said all year, right? Not just during this distance learning. Simply because, like, in my classroom, I let the students pick their seats, and you just, since day one, you decided to go to the very front of the classroom. And you don't hesitate to answer any questions or ask any questions. Also, how that translates to distance learning is that week after week, you've been within the first 5 students to complete and submit the work for my class, right? And then I also wanted to share out a story with everybody here, which is technically we're supposed to post our work the night before, but because I sort of want my students to get my work done first, I post it the next day in the morning. That way, that's the first email they see. But last week, there was this one time where I posted the work the night before, like around 8 or 9, and then I randomly checked 2 hours later, and then you had already submitted the work for the next day's class. And out of curiosity, I was like, oh, let me see what he wrote to see if he actually did the work. And you actually did the work, and also you left feedback, which then made me go back to my own lesson and tweak little things here and there based on the feedback that you gave me. And I wanted just to appreciate the engagement that you've shown in my class, and then just the level of dedication you've shown throughout all of these critical changes. So congratulations.
Cool. Thank you, Mr. Castro. Thank you, Mr. Chavez. We appreciate it. Amanpreet, congratulations again on being Royal of the Week. Sorry you couldn't make it and be here with us, but we still appreciate you and see all the hard work you're doing. So we hope you're watching this video. We'll send it to you soon. And thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we'll catch you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes, welcome back. We got 10th grade Royal of the Week. Thank you for joining us. Let's jump into the nominations. So our nominees for 10th grade row for this week, Tebeth Godinez, Jocelyn Perez, Jasmine Delgado, Yahir Galvez Perez, Alondra Vasquez, Ivanka Mendez, Dalia Gregorio, and Diego Dorte. Our winner, drum roll, this week's Royal of the Week 10th grade is Yahir.
Thank you very much.
Cool. So congrats, Yahir. I have this crown for you. I am virtually placing it on top of your head. It's going to sit with you until next week. We'll place it aside, and we'll pass it along to Miss Corpuz.
Yair, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on this honor. I know it's something that you've been working towards every week and every day this year. I know it's tough being home and away from school and not being able to see your friends every day. But this is just something I know that you've been working towards, and you're finally being recognized for all the hard work that you've been putting in. I know one of the tough things going into this was that we had just decided, like, maybe a couple weeks before into distance learning that you wanted to turn things around, and like you were just on the edge of like of wanting to do better and like wanting to turn that leaf for yourself for the second part of the year, and then all of a sudden we're at distance learning. But instead of like, you know, taking the defeat of, oh man, we're not gonna be at school, you took it and you're like, all right, even though we're not at school and even though I don't get to see my teachers every day, like I'm still gonna show up in the way that I need to. And you've done that. And although that we don't see you every day, you're showing up. You're making every appointment that you set with all of your teachers. You're reaching out for help when you need it. You've set a schedule for yourself and you're holding yourself accountable and keeping to that schedule. And all of those things are how you're showing up to be a Royal. And I'm so glad that we get to honor you and all of your achievements up until this point. There's only, you know, you can only continue to do better. And I look forward to the continued progress that you're doing and, you know, finishing out this year strong. So congratulations, I'm so proud of you.
Just want to echo a lot of the things that Ms. Corpuz said. And I also definitely want to say that, like, when I was thinking this week of like who I wanted to nominate and who I wanted to vote for, like you stood out not because you were just showing a really great improvement during distance learning, but that you have actually, this is not something that's new. This is something that you have been doing all second semester. Like since winter break, you have really started ramping it up and turning it on, and just like improving and caring about the work that you do in ways that just mean that the work that you turn in is like, it's really good. And then distance learning hit and you just kept along that trajectory. So it's not just that during distance learning you're doing a great job, is that you were doing a great job before and you carried that through. And that's just really impressive and shows a lot of maturity on your part, and also a lot of skill. So I'm really proud of the work that you're turning in and that I'm getting from you. And I'm proud that you're doing the thinking. And that's really cool. I'm just proud of you, man. Congratulations.
Jadel, Yahir, do you have any words you want to share out right now?
Distance learning has been tough, you know, because, you know, we're not at school every day. Not anymore. But what I've been keeping, the mindset I've been keeping is like, since we're even in distance learning, we can't just give up on school. You know, we always got to keep the mindset like we need to pass, we need to succeed still, and we just need to keep on working hard. Like quarantine is no excuse. You can, you know, still work hard and still succeed in things. So, you know, quarantine doesn't need to like ruin our lives or anything, you know. So that's all I need to say.
Well, thank you. And congratulations again on being 10th grade Royal of the Week. It definitely shows that you're doing work and you're responsible. And those words you just shared right now kind of show who you are. So we really appreciate it. And thank you, Ms. Corpuz and Mr. Cheto, for joining and celebrating out here. And thank you, everyone, for watching. We hope to see you next week. And take care. Peace. We have 11th grade nominations coming right up. Thank you for joining us, and let's jump right into it. Nominees for 11th grade Royal of the Week are Juan B., Simran K., Aubrey M., Daniela M., Kimberly G., Nico D., Andrea D., and Tanya M. Drum roll. This week's winner is Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly. I'm here with your fellow advisee, Mr. Owen. And we are so excited for you, aren't we? Yay! Ever since the retreat, I have just admired you so much. I don't know if you actually know how much I admire you. And I remember freshman year, you were very, very quiet. But then I would see your grades from all your classes, and it was just so evident that you were such an academic superstar. You've always been such an academic superstar and just so on top of everything that you need to do. It was just, your GPA is unbelievable. And I know it's not because things come easy. I know you're naturally brilliant and super smart, but I know you work your butt off all the time in every class, because it's not, usually if a person just kind of follows what they're natural at. You'll see a GPA and you're like, oh, they're getting A in some courses and they're maybe, struggling in some others. You'll see that, evidenced on the report card, but you're just like solid A's all the time because you work so hard. If you don't understand something, you're just going to be up at night texting people, figuring it out, getting help from your fellow advisees. And I think sometimes in our advisory in particular, there's some really big personalities. And it feels like they kind of take the shine away from other folks because they are so loud and so opinionated, and that sometimes maybe you feel like your contributions aren't as well recognized. But I want you to know how much we see you and how much we appreciate you, because you may not be the loudest person in the room, but you are one of the hardest workers in the room at any given moment. And you are one of the kindest people in the room at any given moment. And you are one of the brightest shining stars that I know. And I'm so proud of you. You really, really deserve this honor. I can't believe it took until junior year to get here, but you're here. And I don't think this will be the last time you get honored for your hard work. Mwah.
Hey, Kimberly. So I'm gonna just echo everything Ms. Egan has said. I also respect and admire you so much, but not only for your academic potential, which is limitless, but also because of how you do it. Okay, it's not the what, it's the how. I think you are just so humble about you and your accomplishments, right? You're a silent leader in the class, and you're just such a good listener, for what I say and what other people say, and how you advocate for you and for others. Maybe not out loud in class, but then you make a point to actually, send a message or send a text or talk to me on the side. You think first and then you talk, which is a quality I really admire because, I'm so long-winded. Sometimes I should pause before I talk. But you are one of these people that when you speak, you sentence because you've thought about it first. And so your comments are solid and are worth listening to. And, they're full of thought. And you keep calm all the time through stress. I haven't seen you freak out one single time in this entire shelter in place. I've seen people worried and dealing with it in many different ways, but you seem always so put together. And in class as well, it doesn't matter how much work I throw at you. You're always with this pose of I can do this, and I'm gonna work. I want to work through this, and that's something that I really admire too, because I'm very, noisy and chaotic at times, and you're just the total opposite. But the thing that I like the most also is that you follow through with commitment. When you say you're gonna do something, you actually do it, and that makes people trust you. I trust that you're gonna do a good job. The class trusts you and your work. And they I'm tired of hearing can I sit next to Kimberly? Can you put me in the same group as Kimberly, right? And this just shows in your silent mode and in your little working mode how much people respect and admire you and follow you and listen to you. And I agree with Ms. Egan. I don't know how it's taken you 3 years to come here. You should be there every year shouting you out. And I don't have words enough to say how much I respect you and your work and everything. So very much congratulations. And I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Palmer. Kimberly, before you start, I'm going to put this crown on your head. This is for you. Congratulations on winning Royal of the Week. And do you have anything to share out?
I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope everyone is doing well and is physically and mentally well.
Thank you for those kind words. And thank you, everyone, for joining us for another edition of Royal of the Week. We hope that you can join us next week and have a safe weekend and enjoy the beautiful weather. So we will see you soon. Bye. Nominations for Royal of the Week, 12th grade, are Anch, Jennifer Gonzalez-Lopez, Jean Francisco, Denise Morita, RJ, Eric Landeros, and Johnny Salinas. So, drum roll! winner, 12th grade Royal of the Week, Ansh. Congrats, and I'm gonna pass it on to Mr. Keating.
Hey everybody. Hey Aunt. We just let him know like seconds before that he won. He's like, "What? I've never even been nominated." And I want you to know, like, you've been nominated every week of distance learning. And it was always in you. I know you texted Ms. Rivera, like, "Hey, I just, I'm good at work. I just wasn't good at showing up to school sometimes." But you were like good at working. You are a hard worker. You do nothing but what's asked of you and even more. You support your peers. I've just noticed in this distance learning that you're very mature. And it always showed up during the school year as well. You were a mature student. You spoke to me very politely. You spoke to all your peers with respect. And I think this distance learning is making some people shine in other ways. And one of them is like your maturity, like where you were. Are you ready to like go out on your own? And you've always been that person to me, like, yeah, I'm ready to be an adult. I'm ready to like grow up and like take care of myself and my family. And I think this distance learning is really making you shine in that light. Like every time I know Ansh's assignments are going to be done. I know that you're checking in, that you've sent some emails when things are happening, and you're a true Royal, man. And you're also becoming a great young man, like a man. And I look forward to seeing you grow up more and just being a great human being, and glad you're part of the LPS community to spread that light and your joy around the Bay Area and the world. Congratulations, man.
Hey, congratulations, Ansh. You are very consistent with everything that you do. Even during the regular school, you would always reach out to me whenever you would have something going on. You would always stay in contact. You always advocate for yourself, which is one thing that we always ask of our students. If you have any questions, please ask. Sometimes it's meant as a rhetorical response, meaning that, oh yeah, I'm always here for you, but you always take advantage of that. And I'm always glad to respond to your emails, always glad to talk with you and chat with you about different things. And I've seen your growth over the course of this year. I remember that freaking first couple days. Remember the binder tape, and then you put the binder tape on the desk, and then I was like, "What are you doing? Stay after." And I know it was like, oh man, I don't know how I feel about this teacher, but over the course of like I think by like November or December, we worked through that. We worked through a couple things, and yeah, I'm just glad to have taught you this past year. I'm glad to have seen your growth as an individual, and as what Mr. Keating said, as an adult. And I'm really glad that you're going to be going and attending Sacramento State, because I know you're going to do well at the next level. You're going to excel at the next level and take it on to grad school. You're going to excel in grad school, and then whenever you start working in your career, you're going to be a leader in that career. And I can't wait until you come back to me. You come back to us in a couple years, 6-7 years. You're like, hey, Mr. Wright, hey, Mr. Keating, remember me? And I was like, yeah, I remember you. And you're like, yeah, this is my bank account now. It has 6-7 figures already. That's going to be you. So congratulations, Ansh. I'm glad that you are the Royal of the Week, and I'm glad that you finally won it this year.
Virtually bestowed upon Ansh, Royal of the Week, 12th grade. So congratulations, Ansh. If you have any words.
Yeah. So like I was telling everyone, I'm just surprised that I actually won, because freshman to junior year, I was never nominated. So like even thinking about being nominated was like a big thing for me. And I feel like, as personally, I feel like distance learning is better for me, because as y'all could tell, like showing up really wasn't my best factor, but I would always get my work done. And I feel like I just work, I guess you could say, better alone, but like still whenever I need support, I still have you guys to reach out to. But like working in my own pace and working on my own time, I think is better for me, because I actually getting way more stuff done I am right now than I did before when I would show up. And I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's better for me. I believe that's just the type of learner I am. So like this actually has like turned out really good for me. I've been doing everything really good on time. So when school's over next week for us, I have nothing to catch up on. So I'm just pretty much done at that point. So I'm kind of excited about that. And yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, Mr. White, Mr. Keating. Thank you, Ansh. Happy to celebrate you as Royal of the Week, 12th grade. And enjoy your weekend, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. And we will catch you next week.